everything really happened fast. It didn't necessarily feel like it at the time, but in retrospect, I mean, there was a lot going on. And the cool thing about Seattle is it was really insular. You know what I mean? It was, you know, we're this outpost up in the Northwest, and you know, wouldn't really consider it to be a capital of the entertainment business or anything like that. And I think that's why we all kind of got to develop into what we developed into, you know. And it was always a really artistic town and city, and we had some really great artists to be proud of and call our own, you know, Hart and Queensryche and Jimi Hendrix. But there was a lot of us that were all basically about the same age within a couple of years, like, you know, like 7 or 8 bands worth of guys like in the same kind of zone, you know. And everybody knew everybody because it's Seattle's not that big a city, you know what I mean? And you knew what was going on. So everybody was well aware of Green River and Soundgarden, and we were aware of Nirvana and Mother Love Bone and the Trees, and you know, did I say Mudhoney? Mudhoney, yeah. Mudhoney was badass. There was just so much music. Those are the ones that I guess most of the world knows now, but there were so many other bands as well. It was just a cool thing, man. It was like everybody was in a band. Everybody was in a band, and you would go to see each other play and stuff, and it was kind of it was never like a kind of an oppressive thing, like you know, like we're gonna kick their ass or anything like that. It was just, you know, like it was more really a supportive thing. It was like, you know, everybody was striving to be an individual or a unit that was unto itself rather than trying to copy, you know, like, let's do what they're doing. Like, fuck that. They're really good at that. So we needed to be us and try to be really good at being us. It was a pretty small scene, you know, I mean, it ended up, you know, with a lot of us under the same management with Susan Silver and Kelly Curtis, you know. Susan managed Soundgarden and Kelly managed Mother Love Bone, who became Pearl Jam, and they managed us together. The Trees, I think, were kind of in the office there for a while too, and we had an office right downtown, and well, you know, all of the bands would be in there all the time, and we all shared the same merch guys and loaned each other the same van, and you know, we all kind of pooled our resources. If somebody had a little dough and another band didn't, we'd kick stuff back and forth to each other. So it was a really supportive thing, you know. We made a demo tape and we started kind of, you know, figuring out, you know, maybe we need to start talking about management and stuff like that. And we started hearing that, you know, Soundgarden was talking to a major label, and started hearing that Mother Love Bone was talking to a major label. And so we ended up, I think we were with somebody that was representing us that was kind of a crook. He was a nice guy, but he was a criminal. And he had some legal issues and had to do a little time. So thankfully we never signed a contract with him. And we met Susan and Kelly right about that time. You know, you could feel something was happening, and you knew you were a part of it, and you didn't know it was going to turn out as the way that it did. I don't think anybody who says that would be full of shit, but you knew something was happening, and you knew you were in the right place at the right time. And everybody from LA and New York started coming to Seattle, and then Soundgarden gets signed to A&M, and then Love Bone gets signed to Epic, you know, and then we got signed to Columbia before it turned to Sony, you know. And then Nirvana got signed, and the Trees got signed, and you know, it was like in rapid succession, and it was kind of like a critical mass sort of thing. It's like you knew something was happening, but you didn't know exactly what it was or how big it was going to impact, and it ended up, you know, being a pretty big splash.